consumers, welcome to another English lesson with me, Tom. I am joined by a very special guest today. This is Toni.
Hi.
Hey Toni, welcome. Now Toni has brought her cats. We have two cats. They are...
Garfield, this is him. And there's Zorro, and he's somewhere.
He's right here.
Oh, he's here.
I know how much you guys love cats, so I thought, well, why not do a video, an English lesson all about cats? How amazing. All right, so here is Zorro.
This is Zorro, our big fluffy Zorro.
So tell me, talk us through Zorro as a personality. What's he like?
Zorro is a bit mischievous, I would say, and actually doesn't want to stay in my hands right now because there's something else going on. He's also a bit fearless and very interested and very nosy. Very nosy, yeah. And he's got huge personality.
He seems very curious. He's just kind of like checking everything out.
Super curious. Yeah, he's got to check everybody. All the new people who come in, he has to check their bags, get in them, see what they've got.
Yeah, he went straight into my bag, kind of sniffing through what's in there.
Invasive, yeah. Got in your space. But yeah, he's very social.
Okay.
Social cat.
And how about Garfield?
Garfield is a bit more reserved, super lovable once you get to know him. And he's very cuddly. He likes to be in your arms.
Yeah.
But you have to get to know him a little bit because he gets a bit scared of some things and fast movements and sounds.
Yeah, you were saying that he was quite scared of my jacket. I was wearing a kind of red jacket.
It was the sound. And we think because they're both rescues, and Zorro was born in the kennel, and Garfield was probably born, I think, somewhere in a forest.
Okay.
So I think he was left alone, and I think he had to fight for himself, and he's a bit untrustworthy sometimes.
He's super cute.
But we get to know him, yeah.
Yeah.
And Zorro, like, you could do anything with Zorro. He's got no sort of like strikes. He doesn't strike you. He won't scratch you. You can do anything to Zorro, but not Garfield. You have to kind of give him a bit more space. And
I feel very lucky that he's allowing me to stroke him.
Lots of hair everywhere.
Yeah, we've got cat hair everywhere.
Cat hair everywhere. That's the thing when you have cats. Yeah, you gotta have the hair.
So what do you do to look after them day to day? What kind of things?
Cats are funny ones because they are very independent. All those who have cats will know that. But our cats once we had them in the house, they got really used to having us around, very social. We wanted them to be like that. So we want to be around a lot. We don't like to leave them too long, or at least I don't. Yeah. Because I feel bad because they're lonely. Even they have each other. They still like to have the human contact and the love. So they eat a lot. Actually, quite a lot.
So what do you give them to eat? What kind of things?
Wet food. They will have wet food and dry food as well.
Okay.
And I change their water. I'm a bit crazy with water changing because I do it like 2 or 3 times a day. Zorro should get brushing, but he hates it. Okay. He really hates it. I could chase him around for like an hour and get like a little tiny hairball. Okay. Garfield loves brushing. I don't know. That's a bit weird.
You brushing with a brush?
We have like a really special brush. Actually, I have it here. I can grab it. Like this special brush works well for long-haired kitties. So, but Zorro hates it. He really doesn't like it. I don't know. He's like, get that off me. Don't touch me with that. He loves the fuss, but just not the brush. Right. But Garfield loves the brushing. So, brushing, playtime, very important.
So yeah, do you have separate playtime? Do you give a certain amount of playtime to them? Like you and them?
If I can, because mainly at night or before I go out, because I want them to get all the energy out, and I feel awful when I leave them alone, so it makes me feel better knowing I walk out the door and they have been playing. Yeah. They like the laser, love the laser. Yes, we will show you the laser a bit later on. Laser is very handy because you can be very lazy and just move that laser around and let them do all the work. And they just follow it, don't they? They do. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel a bit bad because they never catch the laser. It's always like something that they're kind of left without, like, oh, like just when they think they caught the laser, it's gone. It's not there. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lie. So I do play with actual toys with them as well. Garfield is trying to
drink some wine?
Yeah, he's checking. He's checking. Garfield is just like Garfield because he'll eat anything.
The little things that they do have certain meanings, right? So you were saying that when they rub themselves against a chair or something, what does that mean?
Well, Garfield does a lot of rubbing. He's rubbing himself on everything, and I'm not exactly sure exactly what it means, but I guess it's some kind of like feel-good thing. I mean, he's like kind of, I don't know, like kind of happy, and he does it to me. He rubs himself on my leg or on my hand, like, and sometimes it's a pet me thing. But you know how cats can be a bit fickle?
Yeah.
And like if you like go and pet them, they may not like that. They may give you a little swat.
Yeah.
But Garfield does that, but Zorro doesn't do it. Within their personalities, they are like that.
Okay.
So, but I know how to read Garfield, and I know when that swat is coming.
Right.
So I know when to, like, you know, enough's enough.
Yeah.
Enough petting. Yeah.
He seems to be sort of getting more used to me being here.
Yeah, he's cleaning himself. That's,
yeah. That does keep happening.
That does keep happening. You know, like, everybody with cats will know this thing as well, that like you can have guests over and then the cat will start cleaning itself in a really kind of, I don't know, how would you say?
Open, maybe?
Yeah.
Carefree?
Carefree, actually. Just like, you know, hey, you're here, I'm going to clean myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zorro was just like on this carpet, just like legs everywhere.
Legs everywhere, didn't care. So it's just like, oh, there's our cat.
Yeah. So describing what the cats look like, how would you describe Garfield?
Garfield is quite small, and he has this red, orange hair. He's gonna bite me. Don't pick me on, he licks me. And he's got a bit of this small face. I'm not sure what exactly he's mixed with, but he looks a bit like a British cat. Like, that's what we've been told as well. But he's tiny, he's got small ears, small paws. So he's quite a small cat.
Nice long white whiskers.
Long white whiskers, big eyes, nice and round, very pretty and striking. Actually, they're kind of like the same color as his hair.
Yeah.
Short hair.
Kind of orange.
Yeah, orangey eyes.
Yeah, the beautiful fur. I guess we would say like a coat of beautiful fur, I guess. Yeah,
it's nice, nice coat, short coat. So far, so good. They are almost 2, so they're still young.
Okay, so how long would a cat usually, a life of a cat?
A life of a cat, they could live up to 18, 19.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, probably a few years above that as well. I mean, I hope ours live as long as, of course, possible, but they can have a long life,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how would you describe Zorro?
Oh my goodness, Zorro. Well, he's striking in a different way than Garfield. Garfield's kind of cute. He looks a bit more like a girl as well, girl cat. And Zorro is handsome in a way, and he's got long hair, very fluffy. Yeah,
really fluffy. It kind of really puffs out.
Yeah, puffs out. So he looks really big, but actually, if he gets wet, I mean, we rarely get him wet. Only if he wants to get wet, if we're in the sauna or something. Then he'll shrink down size, and he looks really scrawny. Yeah. So, but yeah, fluffy, big paws. Actually, black paws. So Garfield has pink paw pads. And Zorro has black paw pads and yellow eyes, cute and handsome at the same time. It's really
definitely. Well, thank you so much, Toni, for letting us meet your cats.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you came to meet them.
Yeah, they're so cute. They are super cute. I'm not a cat person as such, but I do like cats, and so it's always cool to hang out. And I can see what I like is to see how passionate you are about them. You adore them, clearly.
Yeah, they're our babies. They're part of the family, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's it, isn't it? Like, pets become a part of the family.
They do, they do, yeah.
Which is really cute. Anyway, alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed that lesson, giving you some cat vocabulary, have a conversation about cats. So let me know in the comments below, do you have a cat? And introduce your cat to us. So tell us their name, what type of cat they are, what are their personality or characteristics. I'd love to hear about that. So yeah, pop that in the comments below. So yeah, thanks again, Toni, for hanging out with us.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
Cool.
I hope you enjoyed.
Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Remember, you can get new videos every Tuesday and every Friday teaching you fresh, modern British English. This is Tom, the English hipster, saying goodbye.